Should I go for the new screen, boys and girls, please? I'm going for one example for Saim and for everyone as well.
जी सर चले जाए.
Okay, let's go for the new example over here. Question number, this is exercise 15B. I will share the exercise as well with you. Okay, I'm taking you to question number 2. Saim, can you see this?
Yes sir, नजर आ रहा है.
Okay, fine. Let's go for which example should I take for you? You suggest me. The only difference over here, bete, is that let's say this one. I'm taking the first one. Fine?
Yes sir.
Okay. The only difference over here is that this is not split it into 2. Can you make its factors by middle term break method? Anyone can help me in this? Do you see here? Can you make the factors of this? What is written over here? 1? It's 1 over here. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2. And the factors of 2 are 1 into 2. So can we write it as x plus 2 and x minus 1? Is it okay? If you open these two, you will get it again back this one. How do I get to know, okay, this should be plus 2 and this should be minus 1? The answer of this is here shown is plus x. So that's why I need the greater value to be positive and smaller value to be negative. Am I clear, Saim?
Yes sir.
Okay. Now after this, the question starts, which we have done in the previous question. We have to split it into 2. A over x plus 2 and b over x minus 1. Now this denominator will go to the other side and will be multiplied. A times x plus 2, x minus 1 over x plus 2. Similarly with b as well. X plus 2, x minus 1 over x minus 1. Is it fine, Saim? And the rest of the people?
Have ये A और B formula?
A and B we have introduced ourselves. Because when we want to split it into 2 fractions, we have to have something in the denominator. Right now, we don't know what is in the denominator. We have to find this value. We do not have any idea what will be there in place of A, whether it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, numbers, fractions, possible, positive, negative, any value can be there, but we need to find it. Right?
ठीक sir.
This x plus 2 and this x plus 2 cancelled out. This x minus 1 and this x minus 1 cancelled out. So what we are left with? A times x minus 1 and b times x plus 2. Let us say this is our equation number 1. Now I would like to make any one of them 0. If I want to make this as 0 sign, what should I place over here? If I want to make this 0, what should I place in place of x? Put x equals to what? So that it becomes 0. Saim, are you there?
Sir, आवाज कट रही थी. Sir,
No
zero
problem.
कुछ कह
What should we place in place of x so that it becomes 0?
0.
Here, in place of x, what should we place so that this thing becomes 0? X equals to 1 place kar dein, right?
जी sir.
Okay, let's place 1 everywhere, not only at that place. So 8 times 1 plus 1 equals to a times, when you place 1 over here, we know it becomes 0, plus b times 1 plus 2. Is it fine, Saim?
जी सर.
This will become 9 and this will become 3b. So from there we come to know that b is equals to 9 divided by 3 is 3. Is it fine?
Yes sir.
Okay, now we will be finding the value of a. Let's place something over here to make it 0. What should we place over here to make it 0?
Sir, -2.
Thank you. Put x equals to -2 everywhere. So 8 times -2 plus 1 equals to a, -2 minus 1, and this we know will become 0 because we have chosen it in such a way that this will become 0. So 8 times -2 is -16 plus 1 equals to -3b. -15 is equals to -3b. So b is going to be -15 divided by -3. So b is going to be 5. Is it fine, Saim?
Yes sir, समझ आ गई.
Now
जी
we'll
sir.
place a and b over here. So our fraction will become, oh sorry, this is a. I'm so sorry for that. This is a over here. So a is 5. So our fraction will become 5 over x plus 2 and 3 over x minus 1. Is it fine, Saim?
Yes sir, समझ आ
So
गई.
I would like you to go for this example at least. Question 2b, and the rest of the people
Sir,
as well. Yeah, you can,
ठीक
you
है
can,
sir.
you can. You want to take a picture, you take a picture. You want to write it down, just write it down. Do you find it difficult, Saim? Mahad, are
नहीं
you
नहीं
there,
sir,
bete?
सही है.
Okay, that's great. Mahad, are you
Yes,
there?
sir.
Is it fine?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Asan.
That's great. How about the rest of the people? Anybody finding any difficulty? Because this is today's the start of the topic, so can be explained by many ways. No problem about that. And you will find surely one question of partial fractions in your paper. Surely. Every paper almost. 4 marks question or 5 marks question, depending upon the difficulty situation. There will be, just like the first topic we did, the binomial, I showed you many examples. We have done around 10 or 12 questions, 15 questions, I think, from the binomial expansion. You find everywhere the question was having at least 4 marks. So same is the situation with the partial fraction. You will find surely a question of partial fraction of 4 marks, or sometimes if the difficulty level is higher, 5 marks as well. Amir, is it going fine, bete?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Adina, I could not ask you, but is it going fine? You may just write the answer if your mic is not working. You may just send me a yes or no. I could see over there that you are going okay. Thank you, Vite. How about the rest of the people? If anybody is confused, please don't hesitate. Right in the beginning, if you will be okay. Azan, are you okay? Salah?
जी सर ठीक है.
That's great, Ji. So the examples are there with you. If you would have done this, we'll go for question number 3. Today we are just discussing the linear ones. If you see, all of them can be splitted into linear ones. We just have to go for 2 options, either linear or quadratic. So these are the expressions in the denominator which can be split into the linear ones, can be made factors for all of them. If you are done one example, we can go for one more for your practice. Saim, is it going okay? You are on part B or part C?
सर वो मैंने पिछले क्वेश्चन की स्क्रीनशॉट ली थी वो कर रहा हूँ
Doesn't
इसकी
matter.
ले ली है मैंने
No problem. Okay, ji. Okay, that's fine. Do you want me to do one more example for you?
नहीं सर समझ आ गई
Great.
सर आंसर बता दें इनका
For question number 2, you need the answers?
यस सर
Okay, just one moment. I'm sharing. Here are the answers of question number 2. It's mentioned over here, bete. These are the answers of question number 2. You may compare it with these, whether you're doing right or there is some mistake. Is Yanzar here? Yanzar, beta, are you there? Hello? Beta, any one of you have the number of Yanzar? May I have it?
सर
I
मेरे
need to
पास
call him. Yes, bete?
मैं आपको व्हाट्सएप कर देता हूँ
Thank you, bete. I need to call him for his father's,
यस सर
unfortunate death. So I saw him. I was planning to go for the recitation of Fatiha, but since he left, so I will call him myself personally.
सर
Yes, please.
सर पार्ट सी अगर आप करा सकते हैं
Sure, sure. Same question?
जी सर
Okay, fine. No problem. I'm taking this for you. No worries at all. Should I remove this screen?
यस सर ये लिखी है
Okay, I'm removing this and I'm taking the example question number 2, part C. This one, ji? Mahad?
जी सर ये वाला
Okay, fine. If you see here, bete, do you see the denominator is what? What is the denominator, bete?
X square minus 9.
Minus 9, right?
Hmm.
Do you still remember the basic algebra formula we have studied in earlier classes? This one. Can we write it a minus b and a plus b? Do you remember this?
अरे सर बस सही है सही है सही
Got it?
Yes sir.
So this can be written as x minus 3 and x plus 3. That's it.
बस सही है सर.
If somebody has reached further, I can share these questions as well, and I will do one example if somebody needs it. This is a 3 fraction now. There is nothing new in it. The only difference is that it will have 3 fractions.
सर इसमें ए
Sir,
बी के
मतलब
बाद सी भी आ
input-
जाएगा.
Yes, that's right. We will have to write it a over, for example, if I take this example, this one, so I will write it as a over x plus 2, b over x minus 1, and c over x minus 3, right? The rest process is all the same by placing any number one by one to make the other two 0 now, right? Do you want me to do one example? If you need it, I can do it for you.
सर एक कर दें एग्जांपल.
Sure. I'm taking, let's take the first one since it is written. So let's take this one, 35 minus 5x over 3 of them, x plus 2, x minus 1, and x minus 3. Now, right after this step, this whole thing will go to all of them. So the left side is going to be 35 minus 5x equals to a times x plus 2, x minus 1, x minus 3 divided by x plus 2. Similarly, b times x plus 2, x minus 1, x minus 3 divided by x minus 1, and c times x plus 2, x minus 1, x minus 3 divided by x minus 3. Now here x plus 2 is cancelled, here x minus 1 is cancelled, here x minus 3 is cancelled. So this is left with 35 minus 5x equals to a times x minus 1 and x minus 3, b times x plus 2 and x minus 3, and c times x plus 2 and x minus 1. And let's say this is our equation number 1 now. Am I clear? Now we will make any two of them as 0. Let's put x equals to 1. X equals to 1 to make this 0 and to make this 0. When we put x equals to 1, the left side becomes 35 minus 5 into 1. And this side whole will become 0. No need to write anything. Right? Plus b. Here it will be 1 plus 2 and 1 minus 3. And c, and this will also become 0 because there is a factor over here which will make it 0. So we will have 35 minus 5 is going to be 30 equals to b times 3 and minus 2. So we will say c over here, 30 is equals to minus 6b. So b is equals to minus 5 over here. Is it okay, Mahad? Is it okay?
जी सर आसान है आसान है.
Okay, now put x equals to 2 to make the rest of the 2 0. Put x is equals to 2. When you will put x equals to 2, the left side will become 35 minus 5 into 2 equals to. Now this will be 0 and this will be 0. Only this one will be left. A times 2 minus 1 and 2 minus 3. The rest, both of them will become 0. Now 35 minus 10 is going to be 25 equals to 8 times 2 minus 1 is 1 and 2 minus 3 is minus 1, right? Right, bete? So minus a is equals to 25 implies a equals to minus 25. This is the second answer. Now the rest is put x is equals to 3 to make the other two 0 and get the value of c. So 35 minus 5 into 3 equals to. Now this will become 0, this will become 0, only this will be left. 35 minus 15 is going to be 20 and 3 plus 2 is 5 and 3 minus 1 is 2, so 5 times 2 is 10. So C is going to be 2 from here, right? Is it clear, bete? Mahad?
जी सर.
That's great. If you are confused, you may ask for it again. The rest of the people, if you are confused, you may ask for it, bete.